In the heart of West Africa, long before the world spoke of revolutionary leadership, a young man was growing up with an extraordinary fire inside him, a fire that would one day ignite an entire nation and inspire generations across the world. His name was Thomas Sankara, a man born not into wealth, not into privilege, not into political royalty, but into a world that tried to limit him from the very beginning. Yet Sankara refused every limit placed on him. This is the story of a boy who became a soldier who became a thinker who became a revolutionary, and a revolutionary who became a legend. This is the rise of Thomas Sankara. Humble beginnings. Thomas Sankara was born on December 21st, 1949, in Yako, Upper Volta, a country struggling with poverty, colonial legacies, and political instability. His family was simple and modest, no wealth, no political power, no path carved for greatness. But even as a child, Sankara carried something rare: discipline, intelligence, and a burning curiosity. While other children ran through the dusty fields, Sankara would ask questions about life, about injustice, and about the world beyond the borders of his village. He felt, even as a boy, that life should be bigger than what he saw around him. The soldier who thought like a scholar. At 19, Sankara joined the military, not to seek war, but to seek transformation. He believed the military could give him the discipline, education, and structure needed to change his country. And he was right. While training, Sankara wasn't just another soldier. He was different. He studied philosophy. He studied political systems. He studied history. He read about revolutions, independent struggles, and the meaning of justice. He began to understand something powerful. A soldier without political education is a potential criminal. He believed that true leadership required awareness, vision, and integrity. He trained harder than others. He questioned more boldly than others. He rose faster than others. Sankara didn't wait for opportunity. He prepared for it. The birth of a revolutionary mind. By the early 1980s, Thomas Sankara had become a rising figure, a captain with unmatched charisma, courage, and a voice that resonated deeply with young soldiers and ordinary citizens. But the political system around him was broken. Corruption was deep. Leaders were disconnected from the people. Foreign powers manipulated the nation. Poverty and hunger grew worse each year. Sankara could not stay silent. He spoke out boldly. He refused luxury. He rejected corruption. He demanded dignity for his people, and the people listened. The rise to power. On August 4th, 1983, at just 33 years old, Thomas Sankara became the president of Upper Volta. He was young. He was fearless. He was independent, and he had a mission. His first act as president was symbolic, powerful, and unforgettable. He renamed the country Burkina Faso, Land of Upright People. A new name for a new identity for a new destiny. A leader unlike any other. Sankara didn't lead like the typical African presidents of the time. He rejected luxury. He sold the government's expensive cars. He lowered his own salary. He refused to let his portrait hang in public offices. He rode a bicycle. He wore simple clothes. He planted trees. He lived like the people he served. He believed leadership meant service, sacrifice, and example. He inspired a continent because he proved that integrity was possible. The transformation of a nation. Within 4 incredible years, Sankara transformed Burkina Faso in ways still studied today. 1. Food self-sufficiency. He told farmers, "We must produce what we consume," and within years, Burkina Faso went from famine to food production. 2. Health revolution. He launched massive vaccination campaigns, saving millions of children. 3. Women's liberation. Sankara declared, "The revolution and women's liberation go together." He banned forced marriages, promoted girls' education, and fought against inequality. 4. Environmental protection. He planted over 10 million trees to stop desertification. decades before climate action became global. 5. Infrastructure, schools, and hospitals. He mobilized people to build with their own hands schools, railways, clinics, and water reservoirs. 6. Anti-corruption. Sankara lived a life so simple, so honest, so transparent, that corruption had no space to breathe. Thomas Sankara was not just a president, he was a movement, a mindset, a living revolution. The cost of courage, but bold leadership, shakes the world. Sankara's independence made him enemies. Some foreign powers disliked him, some elites feared him, even some allies grew jealous of him. And on October 15th, 1987, Thomas Sankara was assassinated. He was only 37 years old, a young leader gone far too soon. But here is the truth. You can kill a man, but you cannot kill a legacy. You cannot kill an idea. The legend that still lives today. Thomas Sankara is more alive than ever in the hearts of millions. He symbolizes integrity, courage, simplicity, patriotism, youth empowerment, African pride, revolutionary thinking. He showed Africa and the world that transformation is possible, that you can start with nothing and become everything. That leadership is not a title, but a responsibility. That greatness is not measured by power, but by purpose. The message for you. From Sankara's life, we learn 1. Be disciplined. Greatness requires structure. 2. Be courageous. Say what must be said. Do what must be done. 3. Be selfless. Serve something bigger than yourself. 4. Be visionary. Dream beyond your environment. 5. Be uncorrupted. Protect your values like your life depends on them, because it does. Final words. Thomas Sankara once said, "While revolutionaries as individuals can be murdered, you cannot kill ideas." And so today, decades after his passing, his ideas are rising again. Young Africans are awakening. New leaders are emerging. Hope is returning. The spirit of Sankara lives in every person who refuses corruption, in every youth who dares to dream, in every leader who chooses integrity over power. This is the rise of Thomas Sankara, a man who proved that the greatest revolution is the revolution of the mind.